Hello there. The weather in Europe is certainly an improving picture with a good deal of dry weather as we head into the weekend. We have had a weather front that's brought some pretty intense thundery downpours, but that's now drifting its way steadily eastwards, allowing this area of high pressure to build from the west. That said, there's some wet and windy weather pushing into the far northwest of the UK and Scandinavia, but elsewhere on Thursday, a good deal of dry weather in the forecast, just a few scattered showers. Some pretty intense showers across northern Turkey. But where we've seen that recent flooding in Istanbul, it's dry, fine across the Greek Isles, mainland Greece, a few showers for Italy and the French Riviera, but pleasant enough across much of Portugal and Spain, and certainly warmer than it has been across northern France as well. Still a little bit of showery rain into the north of the UK and Scandinavia on Thursday, but it's an improving picture as we move into Friday. And you can see that high pressure dominates widely across Europe. Things are settled, sunny and pretty warm now for late August. City forecasts show this as well over the next few days. So if you are heading across to Europe, it looks as though we will see a good deal of dry weather with temperatures peaking into the 30s perhaps through Paris after a disappointing couple of weeks just recently. Elsewhere, we keep that dry weather as well across Eastern Europe. Berlin seeing highs of 30 degrees. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather then across Africa. Now, in recent weeks, we have seen the showers across the equator developing, but not as heavy or as extensive as they can be. And you see on the satellite picture, there's a little more in the way of angry looking lumpy cloud, which means intense thundery downpours developing. They start off across the Ethiopian highlands. They drift their way steadily east to west. And we're seeing some pretty intense ones now through the Gulf of Guinea and across West Africa down through Senegal towards Sierra Leone. That's the main key story across the weather in Africa at the moment. Now for South Africa, we've got a good deal of dry weather. It will get a little bit cooler with a little more cloud as we move through the second half of the weekend and into early next week. Further north of that, we've got blue sky and sunshine across Casablanca, a little more fair weather cloud here as well from Sunday onwards. Now to the Middle East, things are quiet here. We have seen a light shamal in recent days, and that is starting to ease the temperatures across Iraq, where we've seen temperatures in the high 40s just recently. Not quite getting there into Kuwait, but it will do eventually. A bit more of a breeze down into the southeast as well. Temperatures here into the low 30s. A good deal of dry weather, as you can see quite clearly, and our city forecasts are going to reflect this as well. Blue sky and sunshine, and as I say, those temperatures still on the high side for Kuwait. Hello there. We're keeping a close eye on the potential for a storm to develop off the west coast of Mexico. More on that in just a moment. But starting off in South America, these weather fronts will bring some rain and some mountain snow. But interestingly enough, they will bring a difference to the feel of the weather. It's been quite cool just recently. Also seen some rain across parts of southern Brazil. That's eased away from Rio de Janeiro, an improving story here. Sharper showers across Venezuela and Colombia set to continue. Drier weather then through much of Brazil. That extends down into Paraguay and Uruguay. Dry and settled with some sunshine, but Buenos Aires still seeing those temperatures a little below par really, but things are set to change. There's showery outbreaks of rain and snow, but look what happens when the front goes through. Temperatures are set to make quite a dramatic change in Santiago, even improving into Buenos Aires as well. Now, here's the storm we need to keep a close eye on. It may well run parallel with the west coast of Mexico, but even so, it's going to bring some heavy rain, some rough seas, and it looks set to move towards the Baja Peninsula into the weekend. To the east of that, we've got some showers across Central America and also into the Caribbean. And these showers in the Caribbean look a little bit more widespread, a little bit more active than they have done in recent days and weeks. So you can see in Havana, plenty of frequent showers. It stays unsettled for Mexico as well. Hello there. The main features with the weather in North America are sharp thundery downpours and extreme heat. You can see this area of low pressure moving its way across the Great Lakes. That's where the showers are, the tail end of that across Kansas. They've already had over their August monthly rainfall and some severe localized flooding. Elsewhere, we've got this extreme heat down to the south, particularly the desert southwest. In fact, Phoenix, Arizona on Tuesday set a date record with 114 Fahrenheit recorded. We could exceed that today, but but there are indications of the temperatures starting to fall a little over the next few days. Now, across British Columbia, we've got some rain, as you can see quite clearly, with a weather front pushing in off the coast, and you can see that rain stretching down through Vancouver, perhaps down into parts of Oregon as well. But California stays fine and settled. We've got that extreme heat in Phoenix, but it will ease a touch. 108 Fahrenheit expected on Thursday, down to 40 degrees in terms of Celsius perhaps on Friday. Across that east coast, we've got some pretty intense showers still just to the east of the Great Lakes, stretching down into New York. Not looking too bad a little bit further south, a bit more sporadic. Still just to the north of Tennessee, we could see some sharp showers, and a little quieter in Florida than it has been of late. So this is the story for the next couple of days. The sunshine turning increasingly cloudy for New York. Hello there. The southwest monsoon still continues to produce some heavy rain. Jammu and Kashmir seeing localised flooding in recent days. And the satellite picture is picking up some pretty angry looking cloud around at the moment. So no signs of any significant respite. And if we take a look at what to expect, we've still got some heavier rain across that Kerala coastline. But it looks as though Orissa is likely to see the heaviest of the rain as we move through Thursday and into Friday, stretching up towards the Himalayas as well. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's take a look at Central Asia. And we've got a slight change here as well. A few showers through Kazakhstan, down into Uzbekistan as well. Temperatures in Ashtabad dipping down to 20 degrees too. A good deal of fine weather generally through Afghanistan and northern Pakistan. Jammu and Kashmir still seeing some pretty heavy showers, as you can see quite clearly. And then along that west coast, we've got more significant rain to come as well. Stays quite showery into Sri Lanka, as I say. Orissa stretching up towards Chhattisgarh into Uttar Pradesh, seeing some heavy rain too, along with the Himalayas. So it stays pretty unsettled. But our city forecast shows a slightly quieter story through Mumbai. Colombo, though, however, sharp showers continuing for the next 5 days. Elsewhere, those showers threatening towards Tashkent will ease, and the sunshine is set to return. Hello there. A forecast for Australia and New Zealand coming up shortly, and it's all about the wind. But first of all, if we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see quite a lot of cloud activity developing to the east of the Philippines. We may see a storm here arising over the next few days, some heavy rain, and also to the north of that, we've got some pretty sharp showers moving out of the Korean Peninsula towards Japan. Now, behind it, across much of northern China, it's fine and settled. That extends down into central China, pleasant enough into Shanghai. A few scattered showers for Hong Kong and down into Vietnam. But generally speaking, Malaysia and Indonesia, the showers not as heavy as they can be. But it's this heavy rain just to the east of the Philippines we'll need to keep an eye on over the next few days. So both Tokyo and Bangkok have some showers, but Beijing keeps that drier weather throughout the weekend. Over to Australia now. High pressure largely in control. There's a weather front threatening to move into the west, but it's this weather down into the southeast corner. Windy weather, a southerly wind making it feel quite cool for the time of year, and pretty unsettled into Tasmania. Weather fronts sweep through towards New Zealand, leaving a trail of sharp, thundery downpours with hail in there. And again, the strength of the winds making it feel chilly for this time of year. Not that much change, actually. It stays rather cool into Melbourne, but at least the showers ease in Wellington over the next few days. That's it. Take care.